the truth is, it's complete meltdown in the MAGA-verse. It's infighting on a grand scale. Brother against brother, sister against sister. It's all over. It's all falling apart. This Iran war has truly kicked off the end of this, what remained of that coalition. And, Trump he's totally lost the plot on the length of these things. I saw someone say that Twitter was the best thing for Trump because it forced him with the character limit to be kind of pithy. Truth Social has he is writing fucking paragraphs now. It's insane typers. But, we kind of covered it with the Iran war in a previous Big A clip, but Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, they've all come out against the Iran war and against what he's done around that. And they've kind of pulled back from MAGA. And instead of, trying to keep them in the fold or listen to their concerns in some way or, do anything other than his usual playbook of tripling down, he tripled down. And he wrote this massive rant saying, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, which is just not true. By the way, this is not a compliment of theirs, it's a criticism of theirs, but they've all been diehard supporters. It's only been a year. They were such big supporters in the election and after the election. And his answer is, because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it, and everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their show, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything for some free and cheap publicities. They have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them. Their views are the opposite of MAGA, or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. Hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson who couldn't even finish college. It's like when you get in a fight with one of your friends, you start pulling out just weird, mean shit. Like shit they're like insecure about. just trying to push any button. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps you should see a good psychiatrist, or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. Okay. Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming it's a hoax. Okay, so what's extra interesting here? Alex Jones did do this. I guess a fair point. But all of these people, Donald Trump has endorsed, including Alex Jones, after the Sandy Hook thing. Like, he has many, many examples. Okay, look.
By the way, I just mentioned a name, but a woman who I saw the other night on television just ripped some poor idiot apart. Megyn Kelly is here, and she's doing... Come up here, Megyn.
That's in November.
I'm having a great time up here. Are you having a good time? Is he the greatest interviewer? Candace Owens, I watched her and I saw her coming. I said, I'm pretty good at star power. I say, that's a star. I just want to finish by saying your reputation's amazing. I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed.
Donald Trump, let me say this. My audience, I'd say 90% supports you. Okay.
Right.
And you definitely have shown your knowledge of geopolitical systems.
I just mentioned a name, but...
So he's supported all these people. He's talked good about them. And now that they've turned on him over the Iran war, suddenly they were always low IQ losers who were leeches. And it doesn't seem to add up. The more important thing is whether or not this strategy will work. His strategy is always to double down. But in this case, it feels like he's running out of people who still are going to ride or die. And what's interesting is, so they all responded. Candace Owens says it may be time to put grandpa up in a home. And Tucker Carlson basically said, I think you faked your assassination. He said, "You're a slave, and I think you faked your assassination." So the infighting is getting fucking real, dude. The infighting is getting real. And, you know, despite what he says in here that they're failing and dying, this is not necessarily a good thing for this damn country. I don't think these people are trustworthy sources of the news or truth, as evidenced by the fact they strongly endorsed you. But the number 1 and number 4 biggest podcasts in America are Tucker Carlson's show and Candace's show. These are massive. So the idea that they're like failing or have no views is not true. They're massive, and they're now, like, the last couple episodes of both of them are just shitting on Trump. So you know, this is like, this type of podcast domination is what Trump is the wave he rode to get into office, and now it's all turning against him, because certainly the Daily and NPR are not going to be on his side. So now, like, all these alternative news sources are like just ripping into him. Alex Jones, who again is probably one of the most diehard Trump supporters ever, all things considered, lifetime, is now saying shit like this.
It's done. But at the end of the day, I just feel sorry for him and pray that God touch his heart and soul and free him from the demonic influences that he's under. I mean, it's just that simple. This is a nightmare. We know the Democrats, the left, are absolutely terrible, but when Trump's calling for wiping out whole civilizations and acting like a supervillain, I have to come out and say I don't support it. It's that simple. So again, Trump's own wife came out in an unannounced press conference today and said the Epstein crime.
Yeah, we'll get to this in a second. He's talking about it, but another rat fleeing the sinking ship appears to be his own wife, who is contradicting his own statement on Epstein, getting out in front of it and talking about how she had nothing to do with it. I mean, she's having an unannounced press conference he knew nothing about.
Crimes are real, and that she wants the victims to be in front of Congress to cover up the end. That's the opposite of what Trump's saying. Looks to me like she's breaking with Trump because she knows the ship's sinking, has found out the truth. Elon left 8 months ago saying he's in the files as a cover-up. I never saw any evidence of it, but he's acting like he's guilty. We know he's protecting Howard Lutnick, who said he didn't know Epstein to go to the island, and he did. So all I can say is this is a terrible day, and it's a nightmare for America and the world, but I'm going to tell the truth, reporting the facts, no matter what it is.
You're going to tell the truth and report the facts no matter what it is. So it's frustrating. Like, this is like a big moment, right? This is a big moment where a lot of people are sort of realizing that this guy is not what they thought he was. And they're all fucking pulling back, and they're all throwing him, you know, they're saving their own skins by jumping from the fleeing ship. But it's like crazy because Alex Jones particularly, like, there's no like, not even an attempt of being like, hey, sorry. Hey, mea culpa on this one. I totally convinced you this was the guy and that he was the right man for the job. And now it's like he's possessed by demonic forces. Maybe he just was unfit from the beginning. So I think the scary part for Trump and the movement he's trying to pull is that despite MAGA agrees with you and gave him a 100% approval rating, there seems to be no evidence of this statement in the real world. And if you look at the replies on Truth Social, this is a platform that only exists for Trump. The replies on Truth Social to this post are like scathing. You are way out of line. These people have been your day ones. You need to take a step back and take a good hard look at who's whispering in your ear. I've put up with years of abuse from the whack jobs out here in Cali for showing my support of you. But after this, I'm hanging up my red MAGA hat you signed, Get Right Trump. You're insane. Time to resign, dawn on face the 25th. You just go on. Lost my support. What in the world is wrong with you? As of last week, they done nothing but make excuses for your behavior and you think they're the enemy? They are why I'm a triple Trumper. Whoever is telling you this is very wrong. Dude, this is so frustrating to me. At every level, I look at this and everyone's like, obviously, sir, you couldn't be wrong here. Somebody around you is lying. Even fucking Tucker Carlson, it's like someone around you is giving you bad info. You need to get that worm tongue out of your ear, sir, because I know you're a good man. I know you've got it figured out. What I'm hearing is your ego is so fragile you think anyone who questions any of your decisions is a low IQ person. Sir, statements like this say far more about you than them. This is so true, Shannon, and I agree with you. is just like, this is not the first time you could have figured out this conclusion. I mean, he said, I know more than the generals, believe me, like in 26, like he's been saying stuff that showed his ego was fragile and thinks that anyone disagrees with low IQ for every time. It's every possible example. Oh my God, you're so childish. Clearly the truth has triggered you. Being one of your biggest supporters, I am done with you and your lies. Look at the mess you've gotten our country into by bending the knee to a monster. We spent billions in our war for Israel, and that money could have gone to American veterans and other programs here at home. But all you care about is being a deep state ass kissers. Soon the Democrats will be creating statues of you. Because that's how much of an insane lunatic you've become. You lost my support. The man is not well. You sound like a 10-year-old who got his feelings hurt. I can't. I'm done. DJT, you're just a man, and I've done all that I can to support you and stand up for you. But this is enough. I'm out. Good riddance. I mean, just to be the person that says this because he called Tucker Carlson low IQ. I don't know. I am happy that this moment is happening. I am happy this moment is happening, but I can't deny that I feel some type of way reading this. It's like, what are we talking about? This was the line? Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are low IQ? And now it's like, it's over. But I think this is like, I think what it really is, if I'm being more charitable, is that obviously people have realized pretty quickly into his term, but especially as time has gone on, that he's not going to be what they thought he's going to be. He's not going to deliver any what they promised. Not that all his promises were good. And there's a difficulty in a social difficulty. There's a social tax to off-ramping from something that you waved a flag for and bought a hat for and all that. And I think these influencers, Tucker, Megan, and Candace, and Alex Jones, have given these people the off-ramp. They've given them an out. It's like, if they say it, they're not fucking woke left mind virus people. So it's like I can follow them now. Now it's like I have an off-ramp to get out of this clearly sinking ship. And that's what's happening. People are, you know, the trend is very obvious. And people are getting out. So you can find, I mean, this comment list goes on and on and on and on. It's shocking to see a Trump post on Truth Social with this much negativity. Charlie Kirk would be on that list now, I bet. What the hell is going on with you? No new wars? Food prices down? You are giving the Democrats the midterm. Notice how they are silent? You don't want to interrupt your enemy when they're destroying themselves, like what you're doing right now. So, yeah, I mean, then you go on social media and you have people, again, Milo, whatever. Alex Jones bled for that motherfucker. Lost his company, lost everything. What a sack of shit. Openly calling a Trump a sack of shit in conservative verse is now just par for the course. Sneeko, the fucking streamer vote. MAGA is dead. I mean, this guy is only less than, 8 months removed from like wrapping himself in 3 MAGA flags. It's been so little time to where he's wearing MAGA flags head to toe with the hat. Like, it's just, it did not take long, bro. The only person I saw who had an ounce of like what you'd expect is this guy. I don't even know who he is, but apparently he's a popular conservative influencer who said, back in January, he said the golden age of America begins right now. He goes, I admit that I was wrong. There is no golden age. I lied to you. I am sorry. Which is like kind of the bare minimum of what you should say if you, pounded the table, push for this. It's like the bare minimum of what you could say to be like, hey, I was just wrong. Rather than like, I don't know, just trying to move on, pretend, and then also pretend it's demonic forces or someone in his ear. Listen, I think to sum it up, I'll go some other things, but I think like my thought on it is, if you're listening, if you're someone, maybe if you're someone who some of these influencers appeal to you. I mean, I don't know if I have anyone in the audience, but if they do, I would just say like, I think it's fine. I think it's actually the good thing that they are like saying the things they're saying and being honest about the Iran war and et cetera, et cetera. But like you as a listener should be like, so obvious that this is a strong hit to their credibility. And whatever value you shared with them and like, you should be like, okay, wait a minute. Because they're gonna try to get you to vote for something again. Almost assured, if you are a Candace Owens supporter, they're gonna, in a few months, try to get you to vote for something else. And just like, understand the last time they did this. And just keep in mind, what credibility do you think they legitimately have? Or are they just you know, yeah, when they try to get you to vote for Vance or whatever, it's so obvious that they're just like sticking their finger up, seeing which way the wind is blowing and jumping on that train. So, even this guy's the most diehard Trump guy, the Benny fucking Johnson, is saying, you know, Trump's controlled by Netanyahu and Zelensky. They're both coming into the White House and telling him what to do, and you have to get out. Tim Pool summed it up. 2 big things in conservative and independent media. Big accounts have shifted full anti-Trump. Others have shifted into posting viral general content. And I don't have good examples here, but this is also true. A lot of the people, like this guy, who have built such a Trump brand that they could never possibly get off of it, are just talking about random crap. They've become like, you know, politics is so stupid. It's like, why even, like, politics is such a, like, what a waste of time. Let's talk about, you know, it's like, we're seeing a ton of that. So listen, I'm just telling you, for me, it's about telling you what's happening. Like, this is what the way things are going. This is a total monumental movement collapse, internally and externally at the same time. The ability for it to like project social force is evaporating immensely day by day. Every day of the Iran war goes on. This guy, popular Twitter, so conservative influencer, MAGA is so fucking cringe now. The energy is gone. All that's left is bootlickers, paid Zionist shills, and looters have no identity outside of kissing Trump's ass. I hate what it's become. I'm a 3X Trump voter who feels betrayed. Dude, even fucking Joe Rogan is coming out and being like, dude, politics.
Well, I say when you deal with Democrat, Republican, you have to attach a year because it's evolved and changed many times.
Well, that's all. You're just being manipulated. And you're being manipulated by these 2 teams, and you have to pick a team. You have to decide which team are you on.
I hate that.
It's so stupid. I'm politically homeless.
And it's like, it's so stupid to have to pick a side. And then you go back just a few months. The great and powerful Elon Musk, if it wasn't for him, we'd be fucked. He makes the most compelling case for Trump. I agree with him every step of the way. For the record, yes, that's an endorsement of Trump. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you had stuck with this from the beginning and you were like, listen, I stay out of the fucking politics thing, it's like, okay, that's a stance, but don't go all fucking in, push all your influence and power on one thing, it be catastrophically wrong, don't apologize at all, and then go, dude, fucking politics. It's like, for me, I don't even have a side. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yes, you did. It's crazy. But anyway, it all combines to be like an absolutely catastrophic disapproval rating.
This is no April Fool's joke. This is a disaster. All these numbers are a disaster for President Trump. I mean, let's just talk about inflation, which is the name of the game. Okay, highest disapprovals on inflation about this time in a presidency. Whenever you have Joe Biden and Jimmy Carter on the board and you're matching them or slightly...
That's crazy. Joe Biden and Jimmy Carter, and people are more mad at you about inflation. Joe Biden was president in 2021. Jimmy Carter was president in the fucking oil inflation of the 70s, bro. It's crazy. People are fucking mad. And it doesn't help that all the evidence keeps coming out that inflation would be lower were it not for the tariffs, which have been the main driver of fucking inflation. Had we not had the tariffs, core PCE would have continued to fall. So it's like he's directly causing it. I'll say the UMich Consumer Sentiment Survey come out. This is a survey that has happened since what, the 50s, 45? This is the lowest reading we've ever recorded. This is the most upset consumers have been ever. This is the lowest ever since the history of the entire thing. We've been through recessions. People are more upset about the economy than the depths of the 2008 recession. You understand how mad people are? This alone would tank a fucking presidency. That's not even including Iran, not even including what's about to come with oil shocks. Like, it's just a complete catastrophe. And at the same time, you know, you look at his social media today, he's talking about using the full economic might of the United States to help Hungary's economy, to help Viktor Orban. Like, first of all, the responses are all like, why don't we use the economic might here at home? Like, people don't feel it. None of this is adding up. And then you go to Iran. Iran has been the cherry on top, but it's been such a stinker that it's just been the final thing that causes everyone to leave. You know, we're supposedly in a ceasefire. We're having peace talks again, or ceasefire talks again, which, again, no traffic is going through the Strait of Hormuz. We're still at no traffic. And all the new talks sound like the old talks, except we've spent $50 billion. The strait is still closed. 3,000 people are dead. Like, we've done all that to gain nothing. We're in the same spot. It's a disaster, bro. And so we are seeing this. We're seeing this rising off the lows. Will Trump be impeached and removed from office? And like every major conservative influencer who flips increases this chance a lot. Because without that base, without that rock solid base behind him, he's just a fucking crazy old man in office surrounded by sharks. Like, nobody around him is his friend. No, everyone there is like grifting off of him because of his access to his base. If he loses the base, the dude is out. And so I think as part of his attempt to shore up the inner circle, 2 hours ago, we saw he made this list of promises, mass pardons for staffers. He said, I'll pardon everyone who has come within 200 feet of the Oval. Because again, if people start investigating into the many, many crimes of this first year of the administration, I'm not even talking about Epstein, which is like, you know, another fucking barrel of monkeys here. I'm talking about the insider trading. I'm talking about the grift. I'm talking about the quid pro quo. I'm talking about the company that gave a bunch of metal to the ballroom and then got tariff relief for the metal they were shipping into America. Like, there's just so much obvious corruption, and like all of that's going to start collapsing as his support dwindles. And so he is trying to shore it up by saying, anyone who did anything, you got a pardon coming, don't break ranks. But the tides are not looking good, bro. So that's where we find ourselves. I mean, we're in the middle of it. It's going to happen day by day and get more intense. I don't know what happens next. It does seem like the next major angle is around the Epstein files again. Now, I don't know, a few months back, I said the Epstein files are like like a cockroach, dude. Every time you think they're going to die or disappear, they keep coming back. It's the story that won't quit. It keeps coming back, and every time it comes back, it gets bigger. And this next wave seems to be around what's coming around with Melania. Okay? New evidence coming out around Melania's connection to Ghislaine Maxwell. She's getting out in front of it. There's more stories coming. It just seems like that's not going to go away. And so the next wave of that, I mean, it could torpedo him, bro. There's fewer allies each time. But as far as I can see it, the way I'm calling it is this whole MAGA movement is dead. You can call RIP. Picked like 2 days ago, April 1st, maybe April 2nd. After Tucker turned on him, it's over. What happens next is anyone's guess. There's going to be try to rally a new movement around JD Vance, but his influence is dwindling quick. And that's the update. It's a crazy time. We're living in a crazy time. We're living in a crazy time, bro.